Hey guys, my name is Esti. I'm a student at Northeastern University, and I wanted to do like a series of videos to talk about my experience so far and hopefully like help someone decide whether they want to come or not. I did do like my first semester in Paris, and now this is my second semester in Boston. So I wanted to talk about everything, the transition, like Paris, just like anything. Starting off with the application, I did do early decision, and because I didn't get, so when you do early decision, like it asks you to like rank what are your top like locations, so like Boston, London Scholars, Global Scholars, and UN. I think that New York is an option now. There are a bunch of options, and I didn't get my first option, which was Boston, so then the decision like wasn't binding anymore. But I got NUN, and when you get NUN, it's not like you get it's not like they pick the location for you. They come out, I think, a couple of weeks or a couple of months after, and then it all depends on like your major but also your age. I know that Madrid, Portugal, and Italy, I think for those three you had to be like 18 by June, and if not, like they weren't even going to be an option. And then the rest, it kind of depends on your major. But I do know a lot of people that go like undecided, and then you get to pick like any other spot that you want. And like I know people that did that and it doesn't affect them. Now, the location of the school and the dorms and everything. So the school in Paris, it was AUP, which is the American University of Paris, and it was in the perfect location. It was in the 7th arrondissement. I don't know if my pronunciation's right, but location was perfect. There were a lot of like coffee shops around, like stores, like you were in the city, like 5 minutes away from the Eiffel Tower. Like it was literally like the perfect location. But like the location of the dorms was just not ideal. It was 35 to 40 minutes away, like on metro. Like it was in a zone or like in an area, it's called La Défense, and I think it's like the modern part of Paris or like the business area of Paris. And it wasn't like ideal because whenever you had like 8 a.m.s or late classes, like the commute was just like tiring. Then also, at least for me, like whenever I would have like breaks of an hour, there was no way of me going back to the dorms to like nap or anything, because it literally took me 40 minutes to go there and 40 to go back. So location wise, the dorms are just not the best location at all. Like there is a huge mall in La Défense, like 2 minutes away from the dorms, and they have like so many restaurants and like many like stores and stuff, but like it isn't like the prettiest or like nicest area for like college kids, I feel like. And the building itself, like it was perfect. It had a gym and laundry room, but it was just like the fact that it was like 35 to 40 minutes away from the city. Like a bunch of times Ubers just do not want to pick us up, or they would literally like take 20 minutes to like accept our Uber ride because it is far. And if you're a person that like likes to wake up 10 minutes before class, say bye to that. Like I personally, like there was one time that I woke up like 10 minutes before class and then I just didn't make it to class because it was 40 minutes away. But now talking about classes, I do think that the classes abroad are like often easier. Like my friends that did abroad in Madrid or Portugal, they also said that their classes were easier abroad. But again, like your classes being like easy or hard, it really depends on like each person. Now there's one thing about the classes that was kind of like, I don't know if this was an AUP policy or what was it, but if you missed more than 4 classes, you would fail. So it doesn't matter if you have like an A plus, like you miss 4, you fail. Thank God that wasn't the case for me, but I do know a lot of people that like to skip class, so definitely not ideal. People wise, I think Paris was one of the locations with the fewer amount of people. Like there was 90 to 100, I think, but other locations had like over 200. And before you got to Paris, we got these like emails with like our families, and it was like you had like family dinners bi-weekly or like once a month, and that's how you kind of like got to know the people in your family. But other than that, like you make your friends by like reaching out to people or just like friends in classes and stuff. So it's not that hard. I think that everyone goes there with like a good mindset. Like they all want to make friends, like they all want to have a good time. So friends wise, I would say like don't worry about it. Okay, now my number one advice to like people going abroad is travel as much as you can. Like even if it's like within the same country, or if you do choose to go to another country, like travel. Like I'm very grateful that I was able to travel with like my best friends, and we went to Madrid, to London, to Amsterdam, Portugal, Denmark, and like my best memories are like those on like my weekend trips with my friends. So definitely like explore as much as you can. And yeah, honestly that's it. Like about abroad, if you want to know like any more like specific things, just let me know. And then transition wise, like moving into Boston, I would say that the transition was easy. They make it easy for you. You also like, you already come with like friends from abroad, so you have those friends. And then I was lucky enough to have like my best friends already like in Boston, like because they came here for a semester, and through them I was able to meet a lot of people. But other than that, like I reached out to some girls that I had DM'd before like getting into Northeastern, and I reached out to them, and now I'm good friends with them. So definitely like reach out to people. Like it might seem like scary at first, but it's like you go get coffee with them twice and then you become friends. So yeah, that was honestly it. And if you want to know like anything more like in detail, just let me know.